Good morning, Ryker family. It is gorgeous out. No coat on. It's probably 80 degrees, 75, 78 degrees. It is definitely hot. It's going to be a cooker today. I think they're saying the heat index is over 100. But that's okay. But yeah, it's definitely humid, hot morning, muggy. My running has definitely been real fun in the afternoon in the heat. But the next race I got is the end of August. So it's going to most likely be hot. I think they said last year was almost 100. So, hey, you just run in the heat, you get used to it. Once you start sweating, you're sweating, no big deal. But yeah, beautiful morning. Heading off to work. Let me check. Hold on a second. Let me check. Yeah. All right. Yeah, I double and triple check on the turning. You don't want to mess up. That could be a real nightmare. Let me see. What could we talk about today? I've gotten some really good questions on YouTube, which I have to thank you a lot, for watching and commenting, interacting. It seems to have helped many of other people with questions that they might have, and you guys are helping them out, so that's awesome. I'm no professional, so if you're watching this to get insight on professional data and information, you're at the wrong one. All I can show you is every day in and out of the bike, how it's been treating me and what I do and what I've done. There's some big bumps in the road right up here, right? Right there. I try to straddle just one tire because I cut that out. That's the redneck way of fixing potholes. They just cut a strip and fill it in with asphalt, and that's it. It's better than what they used to do. They lay tar down and throw a bunch of gravel down on it, and that was how they resurfaced the roads. That's the only thing with country roads. They're beat up and banged up and do things kind of half-butted. But yeah, so that's it. I just show you my videos, everyday life. I always run a camera just in case something happens. And somebody tries to document, I was like, hey, he's tailgating me and he started it, or they run into me and say I was the one that was in the wrong lane, or whichever. I got some kind of bulge right here. This is where I took it apart to paint that other panel. And I felt it before, and now just checking it. Yeah, right there. I guess I got to take it apart again. Maybe it just came out of the screw hole or something, but the other side doesn't have it. And this one side has just like a little bulge right there. So I have to check the screws. That's the only problem with that panel there, the lower one that I painted. It was a pain in the neck to take apart, and a lot of little rivets all down through there. So like I said, I may take them apart this winter, depending on how bad of a winter we have, and redo the whole paint scheme and something, just something fun. I'll rip it down to bare plastic again, and gosh, these turkeys stink. Oh my word, that is nasty. Ugh, the smell of death. I wonder if they all know that they're goners. Unbelievable. Anyway, yeah, so I may strip it all down this winter, and I was thinking about that hydro dipping or a wrap. But we'll see. So I try to see. I can't see anything. I mean, it's sticking out a little bit. Yeah, right there. I don't know what the heck that is. What happened? Huh. I don't know. I'll check it. Take the rivets out and see if I got to realign it. No big deal. But yeah, got a little bit of traffic this morning. I'm pretty far back from the light, and hopefully when the next change here, I can make it through the green light up ahead of me or by a coffee place. The other morning it was kind of wet and nasty when I woke up, and I just didn't feel like dealing with it. So I took the car. I wussed out. I didn't feel like putting on rain gear and jumping on the bike and dealing with the rainy nastiness. I was just tired. Ran that night, the night before, and I was just tired. So I wussed out, went in the steel coffin, driving down the road with a windshield in front of me, a bigger windshield. Um, but yeah, so it's traffic will start up probably in the next couple of weeks. College will be back in, Liberty right up here, and then all the schools will start. I think my boys go back in 3 weeks, somewhere in that time. By the time you guys see the video, they'll probably already be back in school. I'm so backed up on uploading. I probably have 10 before this one that I have to upload. And then I do one a day pretty much, because like I said, I run this camera all the time just for security, tracking my neck there, trying to make sure it's loosened up. Yeah, just my security blanket in case something happens. It could be good for my wife's life insurance policy for me, showing that I wasn't goofing around and maybe it was somebody else's fault that made me crash or crashed me. Where life insurance can't say, it was a motorcycle. We got reports he was reckless driving, so we're not going to cover it. She could just, if there's anything left of the camera, she can show them the video footage or use that. Because, insurance, that's a scam. They're going to try to get out of it one way or the other, no matter how long you pay for it. Not all companies, but a lot of them. So, I mean, they're in it to make money, obviously. It's like same as the medical field. So, yeah, that was a funny thing. I don't ever go to the doctor. I mean, I got to be on my deathbed to go to a doctor, and we got a notice that the family physician that I would go to dropped me because I have not been there in the past 5 years. So it's like, you got to be kidding me, they're not going to just leave your records there and keep you on standby in case you need to come in for something. Let's say you get the flu or something like that, or bad chest cold, but they drop you because they'd rather bring in somebody, their excuse, that needs medical attention. They don't want to hold the spot for somebody that's healthy. It's more like they want to open the spot because it's a guaranteed income for them. And they said, well, New London, which is closer to you, is accepting patients. So I said, okay, no problem. So my wife calls. You have to fill out an application to see if you're accepted. So in other words, they want to see if you have enough health issues to warrant them picking you up, and they can make money off of you. But if you were dropped because you never show up, I guarantee you they're not going to bring you in because they're not going to make any money off of you. They have to pay their electric bill and their doctors and nurses and all the other stuff. So they're not going to accept patients that are not going to show up or need to show up like every week or every month for a cough, a sniffle, a scratch. So yeah, I'm like, so the medical field's not there to help people or keep you there. So like, say I want to do blood work for a race coming up, or I want to do, nutritional testing with blood work. So for me, it's cheaper just to go to a specialist. They charge, whatever. They could do cardiology exams and blood work and all that, and it's under $100. You just go to these specialists. Just to get that done, and that's it. And they'll tell you exactly where your macros are and what your blood, looks like, as in nutrients and all that, if you're eating right with the diet you're on or your food plan that you're on. Then going to these medical doctors it's a scam. I'm not totally against the medical field because a lot of people need it, especially with bad conditions like type 1 diabetes or heart disease or stuff like that. And it's to get me. I don't think I have a long enough ride right here to get involved in that with the conversation of you go to the doctor and they give you something to treat your cause or your root element, not a preventative. All right, I'm back. In case I cut that short there, the preventative end of it. They just give you, here's some pills, and this will help what you're having problems with right now. Not, this is what you need to do to not have to take these pills for the rest of your life. So yeah, they guarantee it's a set income. It's just like credit cards. They want you to use them. So they have that interest and the payment to them every month. And some guy's sitting back high, high on the hog, making a boatload of money because you're not watching your finances enough, and you're going to use a credit card instead of having that savings. So you're just making them rich, and that's what they count on. Same with the medical field. That's my opinion on the medical field. Not all of it. Like I said, there is specialty, and for kids, pediatrics and all that, it is awesome. The doctors and all that. It's much needed with true sicknesses. But I don't believe enough of them are willing to venture out into other fields of nutritional plans while you're healthy, and work with people, work with their patients to help them to prevent sickness later on down the road in life. And maybe some of it might be because they are too busy and they just have so many patients that they have to treat and pump a antibiotic in them and say, come and see me in another couple weeks if it doesn't get any better. And that's all they have time for. So it may be that, I don't work in the medical field. It's just from what I've seen, bringing my little guys to the doctor and listening to other people when they go into the doctor, and the first thing they tell them is, okay, here, I'll write you this prescription, and if it doesn't get any better, come back and see me. So to me, that's not really helping somebody live a active, healthy lifestyle later on down the road. All right. Talk to you guys later. Thank you very much for watching, and talk to you soon. Bye.